TribLive High School Sports Network is the official video and audio streaming partner of the WPIAL. We broadcast over 2,000 sporting events each year and cover 17 sports in over 170 schools. At HSSN, you'll find the latest in high school sports news, live and archive broadcasts, scores, standings, and much more. TribLive High School Sports Network, your high school sports leader. All season, every season.
And good evening and welcome. Lawrence County SportsNet presents high school baseball on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Tonight it is Rochester and Union, and we are underway. Second pitch hit on the ground towards the shortstop by DJ Alize. Fires over to first base, and 6-3 is out number one. We are underway. Today's broadcast on the Lawrence County SportsNet and the TribLive High School Sports Network, brought to you by Maley Chiropractic, Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly, and George, the Red Zone, Pontius Insurance, the Crane Room Grill, Tri-County Principals Association, Something for Your Wall Photography, Union Area Education Association, and the Mohawk Area Education Association. Sal Laurie, the pitcher, climbs in the box, takes a first pitch strike on the corner. Taylor Staub on the mound for Union today. Committed to Bryant and Stratton Bobcats. Next pitch is on the inside corner for a ball. We're even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. They'll play in at the corners. Double play depth up the middle, straight away in the outfield. 1-1. Check swing, foul ball. Count now 1-2 on Sal Laurie, the pitcher. It'll be Parker Lyons in the next spot in the lineup. And then Ethan Blair. Next pitch up and away with the fastball. We're even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rochester 10-7 on the season so far. The 2-2. Breaking ball has him dipping out of the way, and the count now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. They've split the first 2 regular season meetings. Union won 5-3, actually played right here. Rochester won 1-0 at home for them. The count now full on Sal Laurie, the number 2 hitter. Staub's 3-2 is off the plate, outside, ball 4. It's a 1-out walk for Sal Laurie. It brings up the number 3 hitter, the junior in Parker Lyons. Lyons going to wear number 2. The Rams, dark blue pants, white jerseys, blue numbers with the blue trim. Staub to the plate, fastball missing up and in. And the count now is 1-0. Lyons steps out, he'll climb back in the box. Right-hand side. Even with the bags at the corners, back up the middle. The 1-0. Swung on, popped up, foul territory. Catcher going to give it a look. That's Vitale, but it'll be over the screen and over the press box and out of play. So the runner on first is Sal Laurie, who drew the 1-out walk. 1-1 the count. The number 3 hitter, Parker Lyons, the shortstop. Lyons steps out. He'll climb back in the box. All turf infield, grass outfield. Snap toss over to first base. First baseman Shane Roper there to put the tag on. So 1-1 the count on Parker Lyons, the shortstop. Stop from the belt. Runner breaks for second. Breaking ball up high. Here's the throw down. It's not in time. It's a stolen base for Sal Laurie. And the go-ahead run in scoring position at second base for the Rams. So 2-1 the count on shortstop Parker Lyons. Check the runner out at second over the shoulder. To the plate, that pitch popped up. Foul territory, first base side, give it a look. And that's going to be over the dugout and out of play. Lots of foul territory behind the plate all the way just past the 2 bags here at Mike Kirkwood Field here at Shannock High School. So 2-2 the count with the runner at second base, 1 out here, top of the first. Stop from the belt. Now he'll step off as the runner, Laurie, dancing off the bag at second. He'll give him a look now. Comes to the plate. That's inside off the glove. It's going to get all the way back to the screen. Big turn at third by Laurie. He's now down in there. So the first run of the game just at third base, and the count is now 3-2 on shortstop Parker Lyons. Staub has the sign from his catcher, Vitale, and the 3-2 is on the outside corner, called strike 3, and there's now 2 down. So a big first strikeout from Tyler Staub, number 8, and with 2 down, it brings up the number 4 hitter in the lineup, Ethan Blair, the senior, who's going to be at first base today. Fake the throw to third base. Just a couple of steps off the bag is Sal Laurie, the pitcher, trying to give himself an early lead. First pitch ripped into left field. That's a clean base hit. Laurie will come home to score from third on Blair's RBI single. It's a 1-0 lead for the Rams here in the top of the first. So the Rams, the number 3 seed, the Scotties, the number 2 seed. And the 3 seed gets on the board first here in the top of the first inning. Brings up, it's number 30, Adam Schur, the junior, DHing this afternoon. Check the runner out at second, to the plate, off speed on the corner for strike 1. Blair getting his lead off the bag at first. 0-1 the count on Adam Schur. Next pitch in the dirt, swung through that one. It's 0-2. So 0-2 the count on number 30. That's Adam Schur, the designated hitter. Check second, to the plate with the 0-2. That is a line drive base hit into center field. They're going to send the runner from second. Now they'll put the stop sign up as the throw comes through. So give Schur the base hit. Put Blair at third, and it's going to bring up the catcher, Connor Martin. So runners at the corners here on the top of the first for the Rams. So put Blair at third, Schur at first, and Martin to the plate. The lefty going to climb into the box. Staub gets the sign. First pitch to the plate is off the outside corner for ball 1. So 1-0 the count. Should Martin reach, Logan Lyons, the third baseman, is on deck. 1-0, again off the outside corner, now 2-0. Overcast skies, little bit of a breeze blowing left to right. I'm expecting to see any rain today, but you never know. From the belt, the 2-0 pitch. Swung on, popped up. Right fielder drifting in. He will take charge and make the play to end the inning. In the inning for the Rams, they score 1 run. They do it on a pair of base hits, no errors. They leave 2. We go to the bottom of the first. 1-0 Rochester. Union coming to the plate. You're listening to Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When a team needs to discuss their next move in a big game, coach calls a timeout. When you need to discuss your next move after your latest life endeavor, let Ponce's Insurance be your coach. At Ponce's Insurance, How we serve you is as important as the insurance we provide. Protecting those you love, the business you built, and the things you've earned. That's our job. At Pontius Insurance online at pontiusinsurance.com.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale-Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
Bottom of the first inning, and the Scotties will come to the plate. It'll be Tyler Staub, the pitcher. Rocco Gall-Martin will bat second. Mike Gunn hits third. Nick Vitale will clean it up. Mark Stanley will bat next. Brennan Porter, second baseman. Dane Jonke will DH. Shane Roper is at first base, and Grayson Blakely is the third baseman. So a 1-0 lead for the Rochester Rams here in the first inning. Sal Laurie on the mound, wearing number 3, getting the start for the Rochester Rams. Mr. Continenza, how are you, sir?
I'm well, thank you. How about yourself?
Was wondering, Mick, I'm like, I hope he's okay.
Yeah, it's just, a little traffic along the way.
That's for sure. I understand that completely.
And they started like 5 minutes early on me.
So Sal Laurie, gets the walk, steals a base, scores a run, gives himself a 1-0 lead, him and his teammates, and it'll be Tyler Staub to lead things off, the pitcher for the Union Scotties. Scotties white pants, blue piping, blue jerseys, blue numbers, trimmed in white with gray trim. Laurie winds his first pitch. Up and away, 4-1. Laurie has the sign from Martin. Next pitch took something off, hit the outside corner. We're even at 1-1. Wind's picking up a little, blowing from left to right. The 1-1 swung through the off-speed pitch. Now 1-2.
Yeah, with Tyler Staub leading off as your pitcher, it tells you just the type of athlete that he is.
Laurie ready, the 1-2 up and away. We're even up at 2-2 strikes. Next pitch swung on, foul back to the screen. We'll remain at 2-2. To get to the semifinal game, Union defeated Riverview 5-1 back on the 19th. Rochester a shutout of Swickley Academy 2-0. 2-2 on the ground to second. Second baseman up with it, fires over to the first. Low throw dug out by the first baseman Blair, and 1 up and 1 down.
Yeah, the balls are going to get onto you quickly on this turf infield. And the good thing is you'll get a true bounce. So if you do throw it low there, if you're a first baseman or even a second baseman covering second base, you should be able to handle it well.
Rocco Gall-Martin stands in. The right fielder takes a breaking ball outside for ball 1. The winner of this game meets the winner of Eden Christian Academy and Our Lady of Sacred Heart, who are also playing today for a 4 o'clock start. Inside and low, now 2-0 the count. Laurie's 2-0 pitch, up and in, and the count now 3-0. Mike Gunn, the center fielder, is on deck. Laurie ready with the 3-0. Took something off right down the heart of the plate, now 3-1, and gotta love Rocco with the old school stirrup look.
Yes, I was just going to mention that.
The 3-1. Again, took something off. That one hits the inside corner. It's full at 3-2.
Yeah, good take there simply because if it's not in the zone you're looking for, you had a strike to give.
The payoff pitch. Swung on it, missed for strike 3. There's one out here on the bottom of the first. Excuse me, 2 outs. So brings up center fielder Mike Gunn. Where's number 7?
A really good athlete who played some football this year, and a guy who can handle the bat well.
Laurie ready, first pitch outside for ball 1. It seems the fastball command he's having trouble finding it, but the off-speed pitches have been there.
Yeah, and that's not uncommon because you see a lot of pitching backwards at the high school level with the aluminum bats. You're going to see a lot more breaking balls in fastball counts, and a lot of coaches like that thought process, and a lot of the athletes have followed that over the last 10 years. So you see a lot more pitching backwards than you do with that aluminum bats.
1-1, breaking ball popped up. Second baseman drifting out. Puts the glove up. The ball falls into the outfield for a 2-out base hit for Mike Gunn. It brings up the number 4 hitter, Nick Vitale.
Yeah, Nick Vitale's another one of the better athletes here on the Scotties. I'm curious to see if with 2 outs they'll send the runner early here in a count. Maybe try to get him in scoring position.
So Gunn off the bag at first. Vitale, the catcher, and the number 4 hitter stands in. First pitch hit on the ground, right back to Laurie. He'll glove it, flip over to first base, and that will end the inning. In the inning for the Scotties, no runs. They had 1 base hit, no errors. They leave 1. We're through 1. It is Rochester 1 and the Union Scotties 0. You're watching Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by El Cap.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannon for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
For more than 120 years, people have been relying upon Martindale-Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
Top of the second here on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by El Cap. Mark Means, Tim Continenza with you. It'll be 7, 8, and 9, 2 up for the Rams here in the top of the second inning. They will send up Logan Lyons, the third baseman, to get things started. As the winds have died down just a little bit here. It's been a mixture of clouds and sun throughout the day, and I think it feels like the clouds have won out for the most part today.
Yeah, it's a typical May day. You just never know what you're going to get anymore. Isn't it the truth?
So Logan Lyons, Jordan Shinke, and then Dom DeLuca. 7, 8, and 9 here in the top of the second inning. Tyler Staub back on the mound, committed to Bryant and Stratton, the Bobcats, to play baseball at the next level.
Be interesting to see how he does this inning after giving up that 1 run when they got into scoring position. If he can settle down here and just throw strikes early.
Fastball in on the hands, fouled straight back, and it's 0-1. And it does seem like, and we talked about it a little bit, fastball command has been the issue for both starters here this afternoon so far.
Yeah, and I think that's the key. They got to establish that. Then they can use the breaking ball anywhere they want in any part of the count. But being able to establish that fastball sets up the curveball that we've seen on the second pitch there.
0-2, hit on the ground to third. Third baseman sets, fires across the diamond. That's Blakely to Shane Roper for out number 1.
And that's exactly it. He gets ahead of the count. He went to the outside corner with that pitch. Low and outside. He reaches for it, and he just hits a soft grounder to third base.
So 1 up, 1 down for number 7. That's Jordan Shinke, the junior. Swings through the breaking ball, and it's 0-1. Shimke back into the box. The 0-1. That one had the plate, but must have been a little bit low. Hard to see that one from our angle.
It is. It's difficult. Might be just inside.
The 1-1. On the outside corner, a called strike. It's 1-2.
But you got to love when Staub gets ahead of hitters early in a count like this.
Has the one he wants from Vitale. Breaking ball up and in, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
The righty using the third base side of the rubber here, Mark. Kind of interesting to watch.
2-1. Fouled back to the screen. Will now level it off at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dom DeLuca, the junior second baseman, on deck for the Rams here in the top of the second. 2-2. On the corner, called strike 3, and there's 2 down. Well, you wondered how would Staub adjust to giving up a run in the first inning, and as he's come back in command here in the second.
He really has. He's gotten ahead of the hitters. As you mentioned, used that fastball really to his effectiveness that sets up his breaking balls.
So 2 down for second baseman Dom DeLuca. First pitch is a ball. Should DeLuca reach? It's J.D. Alize, the center fielder, off the plate. Vitale tried to frame that one, slide it back into the zone, but it was a little too far outside.
That's the key. I mean, you gotta give it an opportunity.
2-0, tied him up inside, and it's now 2-1, and that's become so much of the catching now.
It really has, Mark. You know, more than anything, I think it is consistency on the catcher, too. If he can hold it there, catch it, and just slide it like that, what you just seen there, he does that on every pitch, he's going to get a lot of calls on the corners. That's just great framing.
Just turned the glove ever so slightly and got the strike. So 2-2 the count. 2-2 in on the hands, popped up. First baseman comes in. He will make the play to end the inning. Rams go 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the second inning. It is 1-0 Rochester. You're watching Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Wherever you're going, Axe can get you there. The bowling alley, beauty salon, and even the library. Axe can get you there safely. The grocery store, the pharmacy, and the bank. Axe can get you there comfortably. Going to work, visiting a friend, or just to relax at the park. Axe can get you there affordably. Axe is here to get you there safely, comfortably, and affordably. Choose Axe as your driving service and give us a call to schedule a ride.
I think the key to any attorney-client relationship is trust. My father told me a long time ago, the definition of personal integrity is really simple. Do what you say you're going to do. At LGKG, we've been doing that for over 80 years.
This game and the broadcast rights of this game are sole and exclusive property of the WPIAL and TribLive High School Sports Network. Any broadcast of this game intended exclusively for the benefit of the listening audience and viewing audience. Any use and rebroadcast and distribution of this broadcast without express written consent of the WPIAL and Trib Total Media is strictly prohibited.
Bottom of the second, 5, 6, and 7. Mark Stanley to lead it off. And it'll be the second baseman, Brendan Porter, and the designated hitter, Dane Johnke. In these games, especially when you get this far in the tournament, sitting here in today's semifinals, you know you're facing a 1 or a 2 pretty much every time you take the field.
You really are. And, there's enough time in between now to set it up. It is really about the pitch count. It's about how really keeping it under like 10, 12 pitches an inning for about 2 or 3 to really get in that 105 max that you have.
Breaking ball swung on and missed, tied him up inside. It's 0-1.
This is the third lefty at the plate here in the first 4 at-bats for the Scotties.
The 0-1. Off the plate outside. It's even up and 1-1. Laurie's ready, 1-1, hit on the ground. Second baseman DeLuca up with it, over to first base to Blair. 4-3 is out number 1 here in the bottom of the second. To the point where you talk about you have enough time in between games, the Scotties, they're starting 9 exactly the same the last time they took the field.
Yeah, and that's the key. I mean, you have your players. You don't have a deep numbers in a sense with the Scotties, so you know who your 9's going to be, or who your maybe your top 10 or 11 players are, counting your pitchers, and you're going to work in that framework.
Porter rips that pitch between short and third out into left field for a 1-out base hit for Brennan Porter. And that is hit number 2 for the Scotties. Brings up Dane Johnke, the sophomore, who wears number 27.
Yeah, Johnke, another one of those good athletes here that Union has. Let's see if they maybe try to look to bunt to move the runner over early here.
Swinging away, lifts the pitch out to short right field. Right fielder comes in, slides, and Hewitt makes the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, Hewitt had tracked the ball real well, and then had to go down to his knees and try to pop up real quickly, but I want to make secure the catch, and then stumbled, and that gave Porter the opportunity to get back to the base here at first base and not get doubled up.
Shane Roper, the first baseman. Pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. Winds have settled down a little bit. They were blowing earlier left to right. Porter off the bag at first. Pitch ripped right at the shoulder level of the shortstop, who makes the play for the out in the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left. We're through 2 complete. It is Rochester 1 and Union 0. You're watching Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
In workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wage loss. They're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
Back here for the top of the third inning. Rochester leading Union 1-0 in this semifinal matchup. Here to take you through the middle innings, Mr. Tim Continenza.
Thank you, Mark. As we get moved to the top of the third, as Mark mentioned, it's Azulay, Laurie, and Lyons due up 1, 2, and 3 in the batting order here for the Rams.
Kind of what you would expect for a semifinal game like this. It's played very crisply so far.
Yeah, and I love the pace. It's good. The pitchers are getting the ball and immediately, picking up the sign and getting into their delivery. It's not deliberate. It is really pitch and catch right now between both schools. And here comes Staub's first pitch, and it's going to be just outside, ball 1. Staub, the righty from the third base side of the rubber. This one hits the target, and it's 1-1.
Starting to see why he sets up there. He's got that natural movement that comes back to the first base side.
Yeah, he kind of rocks and throws, as the old saying goes. Up high, ball 2. It's a real traditional type of a motion for a pitcher. Step back and then wind and throw. That's over the inside corner to even up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes here. We're in the top of the third inning. There's the pitch offside, and we run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes here for Rochester's. Azulay at the plate. He is the center fielder here for the Rams, and he pops it up foul behind the plate. And Fratelli takes a look, and it's going to go out of play. And they'll do it again.
Lots of foul territory behind the plate here.
Yeah, it's really fair. I mean, it's equal on both sides, left and right. It has a deep back. I believe it's around 35 feet from home plate. So it's really a nice dimension ballpark here at Neshannock. And there's another swing and a pop-up foul, this time third base side and out of play. And we'll do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out here. Top of the third inning, the Rams at the plate. It's Azue against Stobbs on a 3-2 pitch. On the outside corner, call strike 3. Nice pitch. He never gave up. He went with the fastball in the corner and hit it. And now will be one down here to start the top of the third. Laurie now at the plate. Laurie, the pitcher for the Rams, facing Tyler Stobbs here for the Union Scotties. And that ball is going to bounce in. It'll be ball 1. You can't say in the dirt here. You got to say in the pellets.
It doesn't have the same ring
I know,
to
it
it.
doesn't sound right, does it?
Yeah.
I still want to say in the dirt.
Laurie walked, stole a base, and scored back in the first.
So Laurie had a big inning to help himself. He's on the mound here for the Rams. Here's the pitch from Stobbs. And it goes on the outside corner for a strike. I'll even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike here. Nobody on, top of the third. Here's the pitch from Staub. Ground ball into short. Fielded nicely. Throw across in time for the out. 6-3 if you're recording along with us. And it's 2 down here in the inning. As Roper made a nice play there.
That's the Roper to Roper combination.
Yes, it is.
Anthony and Shane.
Yes. Roper square, if you like, huh? And that brings up Lyons. Parker Lyons swings and fouls at third base side. Parker's the shortstop here for the Rams. 0-1 count. Staub with the pitch. And a ground ball up the box. Fielded there again by Roper. To Roper. We're another 6-3 out here to end the inning. So 3 up, 3 down for the Rams. And we're going to keep it right here as it is time for the Melee Chiropractic softball update. And let's see if I can do this. James Dawson normally does, but he gave me some notes.
Good.
So here we go. So the softball update for the Melee Minute. Neshannock softball defeated Fort Cherry 11-1 in the first round. They play Charleroi today at 5. Broadcast on the Lawrence County SportsNet. And Laurel softball defeated Bergetown 10-0 behind Autumn Boys no-hitter. Mark and I were there for that one. They play Chartier Houston today at 4. And Union softball is in the semifinals for the 4th straight season as they will play Greensburg Central Catholic tomorrow at 5 here on the Lawrence County SportsNet. In District 10, Wilmington softball begins their playoff run today at 3 p.m. against Seneca at Penn State Bryn. So there you go. The Melee Chiropractic softball update, courtesy of James Dotson with the notes. And we appreciate James for all he does to get us on the air and everything else he does behind the scene. And, you know, once in a while I like to throw him a bone.
We got a lot of information to get ready for this game from him.
Yeah. So it's going to be Blair, Hewitt, and Sure coming up here for the Rams as we move to the bottom of the third inning. Or excuse me, for the I did not change my page when I did all that. It's actually Union at the plate. I apologize. It's going to be Blakely, Stobbs, and Gallimurray.
There's a lot of papers here.
Yes.
I love my favorite thing about it is we're very color-coded.
Yes, I try to be. I'm not sure I succeed. Try to keep it all together here. So Grayson Brakely stands at the plate, and he fouls it off first base side. Strike one here from Laurie.
One of the coaches tried to make a play on that one. A little too hot and thought better of it, so he just pulled the hands back.
Yeah, just make it, the phantom look to it. I gave it a shot. You can't complain. It just got by me. So Laurie, from the middle of the rubber, throws on the inside, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Grayson Blakely, the third baseman here for the Scotties. He has an open stance from the right side. And now hit the outside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes here.
That pitch had great late movement to clip the outside corner.
Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a breaking ball that did not break. It goes over the head of the batter to even up the count at 2-2. So Laurie with a 2-2 pitch. And they're going to foul it back, and we'll do it again at 2-2.
Almost perfect conditions if you're thinking from a pitcher's perspective. Low to middle 60s, overcast. Perfect day to make a start.
Absolutely. Here's the righty's pitch. And again, it's going to be fouled off first base side, just in front of the first baseman, Blair, unable to get there in time, and we'll do it again at 2-2. Laurie's pitch. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. He'll field it nicely and throw across for the out. And simple as that, the first out is recorded here for Laurie and the Rams, as Union will now bring to the plate Tyler Staub.
We've seen both pitchers do a great job, because sometimes you forget about that. Once you release the pitch, you become the ninth fielder. These guys have done a great job.
They really, truly have. Here's the pitch. Going to be inside, ball one. Nobody on as we're in the third inning. Here's the pitch. On the outside, or inside corner, for a strike to even up the count at 1-1. Scotties trailing 1-0 here in the third. Up high, 2 balls, 1 strike. Tyler Staub's the pitcher. He's at the plate here, the lefty, batting lefty, throws righty. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. They'll even it up at 2-2.
These two teams already played a couple of close games. Union won the first one, played right here 5-3. Rochester won at home 1-0.
Here's the pitch. And it's up the box for a base hit right up the gut shortstop side of second base. So Staub gets a hit. That is 1 every inning so far here for Union. And with 1 down, Tyler Staub will he get a courtesy runner? No? Okay. Here's the pitch. There goes the runner, and they're going to do a bunt, and it's going to get past the third baseman, and there's going to be a base hit. Unfortunate scenario there for Lyons as he came charging in, and the ball popped up over his head, glove side, and he just couldn't reach that far back as his momentum was coming in.
Yeah, it wasn't like, Gilmartin was intentionally trying to bunt it over. I mean, just got a little bit too much of it, and fortunately for him, it worked out.
Well, we may see back-to-back bunts now. As Gunn at the plate, though, he is your third hitter. We'll see what they choose to do here. On the outside corner for a strike. Gunn not showing the bunt here. With 1 down, I might as well let him swing away. Humack.
Yeah, I mean, in a situation like this, you've got the third baseman playing in. There's an opportunity to drive the ball down the line.
Here's the pitch. On the outside corner with a breaking ball. Nice pitch. And he's ahead of the batter now, 0-2. So Gunn waiting on Laurie's 0-2 pitch with 2 on here with 1 out. Runner goes from second to third, and they're going to throw that way and try to pick him off, and they're going to throw back, and he's going to be able to get the stolen base. As the runner is hung up now between first and second, now he's going to move his way back. He'll be safe at first, so a unique stolen base there for Tyler Staub as he took off before the pitch. And Laurie seen it through to third, and then the relays between back and forth between the shortstop, second baseman were kind of miscommunicated, and that gave Tyler a chance to scoot into third base with a stolen base. And we're going to have a meeting at the mound. And that meeting, the mound, is brought to you by Pontius Insurance. This time out by Pontius Insurance. Just like a team comes to the mound to talk to their coach, discuss their needs, this is what Pontius Insurance does. They put the attention to things you own. So you can devote your time and attentions to the ones you love. Visit them online at PontiusInsurance.com. Pontius Insurance. Love the life you live. Worry free.
You know, I love this trip, and it's not necessarily, more of a strategy meeting, I would assume. It's more of a just kind of calming everybody down, take a collective breath, and then devise a plan for the number 3 hole hitter.
And it's probably more discussion about what to do if the runner moves from first base here with the runner at third. And there he goes. Goes inside. They are going to throw down right back to the pitcher, though. A fake throw. He gets the stolen base, and now the Union Scotties have 2 runners in scoring position as they have runner at second and third in Staub and Garmani. Here's the pitch. And it's going to get by the post, the catcher, and the runners will move up, and we have a tie game at 1 as Staub comes across with the tying run on the pass ball. And Martin couldn't handle it behind the plate. It was outside, but he did get a glove on it, and it rolled by. So runners advance. We get 1 run to tie this game at 1 here in the bottom of the third. Here's the pitch. And it's slapped into the hole between third and short for a base hit to give the Scotties their second run on the RBI single there by Nick Vitale. So the cleanup hitter comes through, and that will bring him Mark Stanley to the plate. Throw over. Excuse me, it's Nick Vitale at the plate. Throw inside. Ball 1. That was Mike Gunn with the RBI single. Nick Vitale at the plate. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. They'll throw down, and he will get there safely as Gunn gets the stolen base. So the Scotties trying to put a big inning up here in the third. Trailing 1-0 coming in, now leading 2-1.
Already 3 stolen bases in this inning, and there's only 1 down.
Vitale at the plate. Here's the pitch. Nope, they're going to step off the mound and look the runner back at second. So Laurie will get the sign from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball 3, 3-0. So with first base open, they're being cautious here to Nick Vitale. 1 down, 2 runs across here for the Scotties in the third. Gunn takes his lead at second. Laurie checks on him. Here's the pitch from the stretch. On the outside corner for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Showing confidence, going to a breaking ball, something off speed there in a 3-0 count.
Laurie checks on gun at second. Here's the pitch. Curveball again, but he misses on the inside corner. Ball 4, so he draws the walk. That is the first free pass of the game here for Laurie. And now I'll bring up Mark Stanley, the left fielder. He bats from the left side. So runners at first and second here for the Scotties. 1 down, 2 runs across here in the third. Courtesy runner will replace at first base the catcher in Vitale. Once we identify him, we'll let you know who it is. Little numbers on the back of their jerseys.
Definitely.
Here's the pitch. That's going to be down the heart of the plate for strike 1 on that breaking ball there from Laurie. Checks on the runners from the stretch. Nope, they're going to throw at the second. Fake throw to second. As Laurie hangs on to the ball, he'll now get the signs from Martin. Here's the pitch. Slapped into the hole between short and third. This will score a run here for the Scotties. Here comes the throw down. Slide in head first is Gunn for the third run of the inning as he comes around from second base on that base hit there by Stanley. And it's a big inning here for the Scotties. They put on a 3 spot and there's still only 1 down with 2 runners on.
They've really done a good job finding that gap between third and short, with the third baseman playing in near the bag and the shortstop playing to the second baseman side.
Yeah, they're playing that double play strike. We got a strike out into center field. And Azusa Lake will get the play and the out on Porter for the second out. And I'll bring up Dane Junkie coming up. He is batting for the shortstop here in Roper. Anthony Roper just in the field today here for the Scotties. Here's the pitch. On the outside corner for a strike. Laurie's trying to settle down here after giving up 3 runs. He's given up 4 base hits in the inning plus a walk. Checks on the runners. Here's the pitch. Down low. Now even the count at 1-1.
It's a nice block by Martin. Going down to the turf, keeping the ball in front of him.
Dane Jonke, the DH here for the Scotties with 2 on a 1-1 count. Ball's going to bounce in front of the catcher, and the runners will move up as that hit home plate. And I'll give a wild pitch to Laurie. And we've seen a pass ball and a wild pitch this inning play. Already a wild pitch paid big dividends here for the Scotties. We'll see if that will happen a second time. Here's the pitch. Into the gap. Fielded there in a fly ball by the left fielder for the third out as Jonke flies out to the right fielder. But the Scotties score 3 on 4 base hits and take the lead 3-1. You're watching the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and or all therapies necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between, let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
And welcome back here to, we got a little, there we go. I think it went away. There we go, a little buzz there. Our apologies to our listening audience, but we're back as Tyler Staub back on the bump here for the Scotties, now with a 3-1 lead. And Mark has an update to pass along.
And we got an update from Mr. Dotson. Neshannock, Burgettstown baseball 2-2 as they go to the 10th.
Yes, impressive. A lot of extra innings. No given baseball here in high school. No ghost runners.
Not a fan.
Yeah,
absolutely not a fan of that.
I understand it the first year. Now we're in the third year. I just think it's ridiculous. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. There's like a changeup there ahead of him. And it's Blair, Hewitt, and Sure due up here in the top of the fourth. Here's the pitch. On the inside corner, strike two. So Staub quickly gets ahead. 0-2 here on Blair. Blair's a first baseman here for the Rams. Here's the pitch. And down low, and I'll make it 1 ball, 2 strikes here. And I'll change the ball here.
Blair singled home the Rams' lone run in his first plate appearance and was stranded at third.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The umpire had a quick word there. I'm not sure exactly what it was about. If it was,
and I just wonder if the baseballs, wear differently from hitting the dirt from hitting the turf.
Yeah, maybe.
Might not wear as quickly.
That's true. So we got Blair at the plate with a 1-2 count. Here in the top of the fourth, it's Blair, Hewitt, and Sure due up here in the fourth inning here for the Rams. Here's the pitch from Staub. Inside, and I'll even it up at 2-2. He wanted that pitch there, Mark.
Yeah, it showed you the body English trying to Carlton Fisk that into the strike zone.
Here's the pitch. Outside, and we'll run out the string to 3 balls, 2 strikes here.
I didn't show my age there at all, did I?
No, not at all. There's people out now using Google to find out.
Right to the phone, Carlton Fisk.
Yeah. If you said Pudge, it would really throw him off. There's a fly ball to center field, and Gunn runs it down nicely, jumps up and makes the play for the out. And now bring up Hewitt. Oh, Sure, excuse me.
He sure singled in his first plate appearance as the DH and was stranded down at first.
And there is Sure's the DH for Hewitt, I believe is how it's going. Yes. And there's the pitch on the outside corner for the strike. Here's the pitch on the outside corner for strike 2.
After that rough first inning, Staub really had settled in the last couple.
So Sure, with the open stance, reaches out and taps it over the pitcher's head. Charged by the second baseman, turns and throws in time as Porter makes a nice play on that for the Union. Scotties, Mark. He made a nice charge on that ball and had time to make an accurate throw.
An early contender for the play of the game, maybe.
Yes, I think you're right. And I'll bring up Martin. Connor Martin steps in from the left side of the plate. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be just outside, ball 1.
Vitale had trouble holding on to that one as it popped out of his glove just off that outside corner.
Here's pitch, outside, ball 2. Staub with the 2-0 pitch. Hits the outside corner that time. Makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 down here in the top of the 4th. Union leading 3-1. Here's the pitch. Up high. 3 balls, 1 strike. To Martin. Connor Martin. Bats from the left side here. Here's the pitch. Down low, and he gets the walk with 2 down here in the inning.
Second walk for Tyler Staub, the starting pitcher for Union.
And I'll bring up Lyons. This is Logan Lyons. He is the third baseman.
And brothers on
Yes.
each team.
Yes. Here's the pitch on the inside corner for a strike.
When it gets really interesting is when you're doing basketball and there's 3 brothers. That's when it becomes fun.
Talk about it. Oh. Here comes Tyler's pitch. Runner goes. Ground ball up the middle. Nice diving catch, actually, before the ball hit the ground there by Brendan Porter to retire the side, as we have now played 3.5 innings here from the Shannock, with Union leading the Rams 3-1. You're watching LCSportsNet.com, powered by LCAP.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
I think the key to any attorney-client relationship is trust. My father told me a long time ago, the definition of personal integrity is really simple. Do what you say you're going to do. At LGKG, we've been doing that for over 80 years.
And welcome back here to the bottom of the 4th inning, as the Rams take the field, and Laurie still on the mound here for the Rams as he enters his 4th inning of pitching. And due up will be Roper, Blakely, and Staub here in the 4th inning for the Union Scotties.
I feel like I'm back in high school with some of the music today.
I know. Never ends, does it?
I've done a good job showing my age today, I'll tell you that.
Where's Dave when we need him?
No one knows. I'll know tomorrow about 5 o'clock. Until then, no idea.
Number 21, Shane Roper, gets into the batter's box here for the Scotties. Here's the pitch from Laurie. Going to bounce in, ball 1. Shane Roper, Grayson Blakely, and Tyler Staub due up here for the Scotties. Here's the pitch. Inside, and it's going to hit him. I think if you're going to get hit by a pitch, Mark, that's the way to do it. I think it just brushed him there. Maybe just got a jersey.
Yeah, it might have got, a pant leg or the bottom of the jersey. But, yeah, that's the way you want to take one, where you kind of just spin out of it and just get clipped by it.
So runner at first, nobody out, and they're going to have a courtesy runner come on.
It's 22, Andrew Gettings, the sophomore, to courtesy run.
And that will bring in Grayson Blakely.
I haven't had a chance to talk about it a lot the first couple games we've done, but one of the things I love about high school baseball and softball, the chatter that you hear from both dugouts, because it doesn't stop for 7 innings. And some of it can be pretty entertaining if you give it a listen.
Yes, it can. Brings you back. Runner takes his lead. That is Gettings, I believe, at first. They show the bunt and pulls it back for ball 1. You hear the third base coach yelling the play. Here comes the pitch. He squares again. He gets it down. Laurie picks it up, looks at second, but throws over to first for the sure out as runner moves up to second base on the sac bunt.
Good fundamental baseball. Get the runner in scoring position, trying to add on to the lead.
So one down for Tyler Staub now at the plate here for the Scotties. He'll bat from the left side, the righty on the mound, with runner at second base. And that's going to be up high, ball one.
This is where the battle kind of creates itself. There's a good chance you may be trying to bunt here. Well, if you're going to bunt, you're going to get a lot of breaking balls to see if you can get it down.
So Gettings takes his lead at second, and that ball goes outside, ball two. Gettings takes his lead from second. Laurie checks on him. Here's the pitch. Outside corner for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. So Laurie from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Foul back, and we're even up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Shane Roper on board on a hit by a pitch. Took second on a sac bunt. Actually, that is Gettings out there. Excuse me. He's running for Roper. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. Laurie, the righty, looks into Martin for the sign. He'll check on Gettings at second base, and here's the payoff pitch. And it swung on and hit deep, but not deep enough. This will be right in the right fielder's Hewitt hands as he'll make the play, and tagging up and going to third is Gettings on the fly ball. So runner will be at third with 2 down.
Scotty's trying to manufacture a run. Hit by pitch, sacrifice bunt, sacrifice fly. Now they need the big 2-out hit.
And here's the pitch. And a ground ball to first baseman, and he'll take it unassisted. And Blair to end the inning. And we have played now 4 here from Neshannock, with Union leading Rochester 3-1. You're watching LCSportsNet.com, powered by LCAP.
Having a safe and healthy home is not something to play games with, especially if your home was built before 1978. You may be exposed to extremely harmful lead-based paint hazards. If you're concerned about lead in your home, don't roll the dice on your family's safety. LCAP's Healthy Homes Lead Hazard Reduction Program is here to help you win the battle. Your family's health and safety is the goal. Contact the Department of Healthy Homes today.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale-Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
As we go to the top of the 5th inning, Staub is still on the mound here for the Scotties. We have a little Red Hot Chili Peppers playing in the background.
There's just certain music that fits with a baseball game.
Yeah. Just hoping we don't get a ban on YouTube for it.
Just like John Fogerty is coming to town this summer.
Yeah, I
in
heard
our
that.
area.
Yeah, exactly. That's fantastic. A little center field. All right, last pitch by Staub in his warm-up. Goes back to the screen. That's the way you want to do it. And throw out the second base, goes into center field. Now we're all ready. All the mistakes are done, right?
And now we'll get a 9-pitch inning.
Yeah, exactly. 3 pitches and you'll be done, right? So due up is Shrinky DeLuca and Agile here for the Rams. You can hear that chatter Mark was talking about earlier coming this time from the Rams side. Staub on the mound. The righty deals. And it's a ground ball up the first base side. Picked up there by Staub. Throws over to first base in time for the out. 1-3. Nice play there by Staub, using the foul territory to make the throw.
Yeah, not just gloving the ball, but putting that throw in a perfect position to avoid the runner and record the out.
So, Shrinky down 1-3. And now bring up DeLuca. Here's the pitch from Staub. On the outside corner for a strike. Here's the pitch. And on the inside corner with a breaking ball for strike 2.
It's a great job moving the ball around. Inside, outside, keep the hitter guessing.
Dom DeLucia takes the pitch, this time outside. Ball 1, 2 strikes now the count. So Staub working quickly from the third base side of the rubber. Here's the pitch. Outside, I'll even the count at 2-2. Dom DeLuca at the plate. Rams trail this game 3-1. Up high, and it's now 3 balls, 2 strikes. So he runs out the string here. Nice at bat here by DeLuca, who was once down in this count. Stop, rocks and throws. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that will bring up Agile. J.D. Agile.
4 strikeouts, sorry, Tim. 2 walks for Tyler Staub.
He's the center fielder here for the Rams. Bats from the right side, slightly open stance. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Took something off that one more. A little change up here to open up that at bat.
Really had him off balance at the plate.
Here's the pitch. Outside, evens the count at 1-1. 2 down here, top of the 5th. Rams trail 3-1 here to the Scotties. On the outside corner for strike 2. So Staub rocks and throws with the 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, gets his second strikeout of the inning. And we have played 4.5 here from the Shannock as Rochester trails Union 3-1. You're watching Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
As we move to the bottom half of the 5th inning, the Union Scotties lead 3-1, but we have a out-of-town scoreboard sponsored by Crane Room coming up right now.
It's the bottom of the 11th inning, and the Shannock now leads Burgettstown 3-2 in the bottom of the 11th.
Grab a seat at the bar or in the dining room or in the loft or outside in the patio. There's plenty of room at the Crane Room. Stop by before or after the game or visit them online at thecraneroom.com. They got excellent food there. Oh, recommend it highly. Highly. Get some of the wings there.
Oh, now you're really making me hungry.
Yes.
You're going to take it a step further.
It's just down the road, too. Something to think about after the game.
Get some nachos with my wings, I'll be all set.
Yeah, yep. Definitely possible. It'd be Gunn, Vitelli, and Stanley due up. Mike Gunn scored last inning, had an RBI, had the red zone RBI in the inning, the first RBI of the game for the Scotties. Here's the pitch. Swing and foul ball right side out of play.
Well, he's had a big day. 2 for 2, 2 singles, an RBI, a stolen base, and a run scored. Filling up the box score.
Yeah, doing a nice job. Mike Gunn. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He's down in the count now, 0-2, as Laurie takes something off that pitch. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Picked up there. Fire across in time for the out. And that is line to Blair on the play. 6-3.
Something we don't talk about enough, but I love the hustle there by Gunn. Hit the ball on the ground, he put his head down, and he took off for first base.
Yeah, that's the way you teach it, right? Nick Vitelli at the plate. Here's the pitch on the outside corner for the strike. Nick stands in with the closed stance. Here's the pitch. Outside. Here's Laurie's pitch. On the outside corner for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on here. 1 down, bottom of the 5th. And fly ball, left field. Left fielder backing up. Gets underneath it. Makes the one-handed catch for out number 2. So I'll bring up Mark Stanley.
So Jordan Schinke out there in left making the play.
So Stanley will bat from the left side. Mark Stanley had an RBI base hit, I believe, back in the 4th inning. Or excuse me, the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss on that pitch. Here's Laurie's delivery on the 0-1. Gets ahead 0-2 as he pulls the strings on that pitch. Laurie looks in, rocks and fires. Up high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Union leading 3-1 here over Rochester. Here's the pitch. And a fly ball center field. Actually, it's going to be shortstop side. He's going to get underneath it and squeeze it for the out. And we have played 5 full innings here from the Shannock with Union leading Rochester 3-1 in the WPIAL Class 2A action. You're watching Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Wherever you're going, Axe can get you there. The bowling alley, beauty salon, and even the library. Axe can get you there safely. The grocery store, the pharmacy, and the bank. Axe can get you there comfortably. Going to work, visiting a friend, or just to relax at the park. Axe can get you there affordably. Axe is here to get you there safely, comfortably, and affordably. Choose Axe as your driving service and give us a call to schedule a ride.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
And I looked at my watch and it was 3:05. I was like, oops. As we move here to the top of the 6th inning, it's now time to bring back in Mark Means to take you the rest of the way.
Thank you very much, Tim. 3-1 Union leading Rochester as we are on the top of the 6th inning. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Rams. Tyler Staub has gone all the way. He's struck out 4 so far, walked a pair. He's given up just 2 base hits and has not given up a hit in the last couple of innings as well.
Yeah, he's been locked in, as they like to say, and he looks comfortable on the mound right now. Like nothing really bothering him, and it'll be up to the Rams here to try to get something going, trailing by 2 here in the top of the 6th.
Sal Laurie, the pitcher, walked, stole a base, scored a run in the first, grounded to third in his last plate appearance. So he's 0 for 1. Blakely, the third baseman, playing in past the cut as the first pitch is outside and low for ball 1.
He's been getting ahead of most of the hitters throughout tonight. That's one of the first pitches of an inning that he's missed on.
1-0. Outside again. Now 2-0 was both Roper at first and Blakely at third. Playing in past the bag. That's a breaking ball for a strike. It's now 2-1. We remain overcast. Winds have died down. The 2-1. In on the hands, it popped up. First baseman drifting towards the line. He'll make the play. That's Shane Roper for out number 1.
Yeah, Roper did a nice job just tracking that ball, moving to his right the whole way towards the line, stayed on the fair side of the line and made a nice catch right at the line.
So it brings up number 3 hitter, the shortstop Parker Lyons, who's 0 for 2, struck out looking in the first, grounded to short back in the third. Staub's pitch hit on the ground to the third baseman playing in. Fires over, low throw, not able to be dug out. That'll head to foul territory, and Lyons going to head to second base on the errant throw.
Yeah, Grayson Blakely made a nice play on the ball, picked it up, had time to make the throw, but rushed it, and in the process, bounced it in at first base, and they were unable to bring it in with Shane Roper, and now 2-base error will put a runner at second base.
1 out, runner in scoring position for Ethan Blair, the first baseman. Singled home a run in the first. Flew out to center field back in the fourth. First pitch on the inside corner. That's a called strike. It's 0-1. Anthony Roper out at shortstop, and Parker Lyons darting back and forth. Staub checks second. Pitch is down low, blocked by the catcher Vitale. No chance for the runner Lyons to move up.
Yeah, Nick did a great job getting out in front of that ball, keeping it in front of him, and was ready to throw either behind the runner or down to third base if he made the move.
So 1-1 the count on Ethan Blair, the first baseman. 1-1 rolled up the third baseline foul, now 1-2.
Stop pitching from that stretch now, taking a little more time. Made a nice pitch there, get ahead of the hitter here. Let's see how he can finish him off. And if you're Blair, you're just looking for one in your zone, even though you're down 2 strikes, but you got a runner in scoring position. You want to make sure it's something you can handle. Otherwise, you're just looking to foul it off to try to stay alive.
Staub going to step off. Vitale goes through the signs. He checks Lyons out at second. The 1-2. Up high with the fastball, now 2-2. Two the count on Blair.
You can see how the runner right now has taken some of that rhythm away that Staub had in the previous innings.
Outside, blocked again by Blair. The count now full at 3-2. That is only, Tim, that is only the second base runner for Rochester since the first inning.
Yeah, no, I was just looking down. You're right. It's a big opportunity here for the Rams. See what they can do.
So the string is out on Ethan Blair, 3-2. The payoff. Fouled at the plate. That got a piece of Vitale behind the plate. We'll do it again.
I was going to say, a great pitch there by Staub. On the inside corner, forcing the batter to try to just foul it off to stay alive. And it was a tough pitch to handle, but he was able at least to get a part of it.
So once again, 3-2 the count. Staub checks the runner at second. Inside for ball 4.
Well, now it's a opportunity here for the Rams. 1 down, 2 on with that walk following that 2-base error to have a big inning here, trailing by 2.
Brings up the junior Adam Schur, the designated hitter, who's 1 for 2, single to the first, grounded to second, back in the fourth inning. So Lyons at second, Blair at first. Staub will now step off. One out with 2 on here in the top of the 6th. Got a throw back to second on a bounce, and the runner is back safely.
That was kind of almost like a courtesy throw out to second base. Like, yeah, okay, I can throw that. I'm going to make sure I throw to second base side towards my player just to keep him close.
Staub checks second to the plate. Inside and low for ball 1.
If you're Staub, what you want to do is, in my mind, is you want to check on the runners and make sure they don't get too big of a lead. If you do, you want to take a chance at one of them. More importantly, the out at home plate. You got to get sure here. This is where the out belongs.
They're going to throw behind the runner at second base and slap tag. Ball comes loose. 2-0 the count on Adam Schur, the designated hitter.
Yeah, quick throw down to second base. Try to keep him close. Maybe take some pressure off of your pitcher worrying about the runner. And also demonstrating the arm strength that he has, so if they do try to take off for third base, they know what they have to beat. It's not going to be easy.
Again, check second. Long look, now back, and it'll come to the plate on the inside corner. And the count now at 2-1. 3-1 Union leading Rochester here in the top of the 6th.
Big out here if you're Staub is at home plate. If you could get a ground ball, you get a double play possibility, but more important, you just want the out.
Pitch is inside, a called strike.
Interesting, they showed bunt there, Mark. You know, sure, not a guy you would expect that. He seems to be more of a free swinger. Not sure if it was done from the bench or if he did it on his own.
So the count at 2-2 now to Adam Schur. Lions at second. Blair at first with just 1 down here in the top of the 6th. 2-2 ripped in the hole where the shortstop would be. They'll send the runner. Now they'll put the stop sign on, and the bases are loaded for the Rams.
Yeah, sure did a nice job waiting back on that pitch and just getting his hands out in front, guiding it down the third base side for that base hit. And all of a sudden, the Rams got the bases loaded. An opportunity here to get right back in it as they're trailing by 2 here in the top of the 6th.
Now a courtesy runner for the Rams as Austin Hewitt, number 14, will run. It brings Connor Martin, who flew out to right and walked in his 2 trips to the plate.
So the first time we've seen since the first inning where Staub has had some trouble here on the base pass.
Bases full of Rams. First pitch Outside and high for ball one.
Let's see if he goes back to the windup. With bases loaded, do what's most comfortable for you. Try to make sure you're throwing strikes and you're throwing your best pitch. And that's exactly what he's done.
That is a fastball that clips the outside corner. We're even up at 1-1.
Yeah, it makes, perfect sense to go back to your lineup, make yourself comfortable. Bases are loaded. Just take a good breath. Be ready to make a good delivery.
Stops 1-1. Lifted foul and out of play. He gets ahead now at 1-2 on Connor Martin.
Sometimes that's the toughest adjustment a young pitcher has to make, is going from the lineup to the stretch, maybe back to the lineup, making those decisions when it's best for you. And that's just, good fundamentals, understanding the situation here.
Staub with the 1-2. Swung on and missed in the dirt. We're going to say the batter is out. No chance for any of the runners to advance.
With runners occupying the bases, you don't necessarily have to catch it freely. You don't have to throw down to first base for the recorded out. And that was a big strikeout there for Staub with the bases loaded, keeping this game at 3-1. He's now got 2 down, and he's only 1 away from getting out of this jam.
His 6th strikeout. To go along with 3 walks, and Logan Lyons, the third baseman, who's 0 for 2. That pitch going to go all the way back to the screen. A run will score, and everybody else will move up. So the wild pitch allows Lyons to score. Blair to third, Scher to second. And 1-0 the count now on third baseman Logan Lyons.
Here's me about to color in the wrong Lions on my scorecard for that run. Well, first base open. You just got to, again, concentrate on the batter.
Took something off and had the plate but was low. Now 2-0. Jordan Schinke, the left fielder, who's 0 for 2 on deck. Down low. Now 3-0.
See if they just put him on here, even though that reloads the bases. Because you got to be worried about grooving something here on a 3-0 pitch.
Inside and low, that's ball 4.
Well, second time bases are loaded here for the Rams. They trail by 1 now with 2 outs. And here comes a little meeting in the mound.
So ball 4 loads the bases. Blair at third, Scher at second. Lyons, that's Logan Lyons, now down at first.
This mound visit is brought to you by Ponchos Insurance. Just like a team needs to go to the mound to listen to their coach, sometimes what you need is Ponchos Insurance, because they put all your attentions to you and devote your attentions to the loved ones. Visit them online at ponchosinsurance.com. Ponchos Insurance, love the life you live, worry-free.
So the Scotties pitching coach has had his say. He'll head back to the first base side dugout.
You just want to settle your pitcher down here, Mark. You just want to make sure he's concentrating on the batter, because that's the out. You only need 1 more out. You're just looking to get that ground ball. You're not looking to be, Mr. Dominating. If you get the strikeout, fantastic. If you get the pop-up or the fly-out, that's all good. You're just looking for this third out where you can preserve the 1-run lead that you have.
Schinke, 0 for 2. Down to the count, 0-1. On the outside corner, strike 2, and after that meeting, Staub gets ahead, 0-2. Bases full of Rams. 1 run home here in the 6th. The 0-2 swung on and missed for strike 3, and that will end the inning. For the Rams in the inning, they score 1 run. They do it on 1 base hit. No errors. They leave 3. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It is Union 3 and Rochester 2. You're watching Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game.
Get a final on that
Melee
again.
Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapies necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between, let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Bottom of the 6th, 3-2 Union leading Rochester. And it will be Porter, Johnke, and a Roper here for the Scotties in the bottom of the 6th inning.
And we'll be getting probably high on the pitch counts for these 2 pitchers. So we'll have to pay attention as the limit is 105 total pitches allowed going into a batter, meaning if you have 105 pitches, you're done for the day. Now, if you're facing a player with, and you reach 105, you get to finish that at bat. But there is a pitch count on all pitchers here, and in the playoffs, it is 105. During the regular season, it's 100.
I think that's up just a hair then.
Yes.
Porter, so far, 1 for 2, singled in the second, flew out to center in the third. I find something wrong with this. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they're just tempting you now, huh? Now Dom's decided to put it away.
Hot dogs. Never put hot dogs in front of the announce crew. Pitch on the outside corner. It's a strike to Brennan Porter.
You know, there was 2 there, too.
I saw that. And the way I like him at that. Just ketchup for me, thank you. The 0-1. Laced foul into the stands. Looks like everybody's okay as that got over the fence. 0-2 the count on Porter. The 0-2. Breaking ball hit. Shortstop backhands, makes the long throw. Nice pick at first base by Blair. That's Parker Lyons and Blair on that 6-3 put out for out number 1. It brings up Dane Johnke, who's flown to right twice.
Yeah, Lyons did a nice job going into the hole there and popped right up to make that throw. He put himself in position and make that grab and bounce right up to throw that strike to first.
In on the hands, lifted back foul, and it's 0-1. (3-2) Union leading Rochester here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pitch tails outside. 1-1 the count. Laurie's 1-1. Checks all the pitch. It's inside, and now 2-1. The 2-1. Started to go, pulled back. It's now 3-1.
Just off the inside corner there. Laurie thought he had it.
The 3-1 offering. Hit on the ground towards the shortstop, Parker Lyons. Low throw, dug out at first again by Blair, and there's 2 down. Parker Lyons has shown off the arm here on those last 2 plays.
So we'll pass on as Neshannock wins their game 3-2. 5-3.
Pitch on it, popped up. Left fielder coming in, running in, unable to make the play. Schinke as the ball falls for a base hit.
It was in 12 innings. It was 5-3 Neshannock winning. My correction there. So
you got the victor right.
Yes, I did. That's the most important. That last update we had from our good friend Dotson was 3-2. And I thought that's what I heard, but it was 5-3 and 12. How about that?
They had a long day.
Yeah. Impressive. A lot of pitchers being used in that game, guaranteed.
Pitch outside. Nice block by Martin to keep that ball in front of him as Roper dives back to the bag at first. One of the count. Grayson Blakely, the third baseman. That's a called strike. Grayson Blakely going to step back in and with a 1-1 count. Outside, tailing away, now 2-1.
Union looking for a little two-out magic here when they get the runner at first here with 2 down. Up by 1, 3-2.
2-1, checks a bit high, 3-1. They ask for the appeal, they say no swing. Now Laurie going to step off. Back to the first base side of the hill. 3-1. Bouncing ball, second baseman. Going to flip to first, and that ends the inning on the 4-3 putout. In the inning, no runs, no hits. There was an error and 1 man left. We go to the 7th. Rochester down to their final 3 outs, trailing Union 3-2 on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale-Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
Final 3 outs for the Rochester Rams here in the top of the 7th inning, trailing in the Union Scotties 3-2.
Hey, Mark, while we got the chance, let me give a shout out to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs, sporting goods, custom apparels, embroideries, and more. Visit them online at theredzone.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
So it will be the... Oh, I'm doing it. Flip my scorebook. It'll be 9-1-2 due up for the Rams here to scheduled to hit here in the top of the 7th inning. Looks like we will start things off with a pinch hitter. Looks like Caden Jacobs to lead things off.
Yeah, they're going to send the lefty to the plate here.
Our compliments to the umpiring crew, who once again have done a fantastic job here today.
And we see some really fine umpires throughout our stay here watching the WPIAL this year.
Missing outside, ball 1 to Caden Jacobs. So the junior, Caden Jacobs, in the left-handed box, the 1-0. Shaves the outside corner. It's 1-1. Third baseman playing way in past the cut of the grass. Outside, off the plate, 2-1. Plate may have gotten a little smaller here in the latter innings. 2-1. In on the hands, lifted back foul, now 2-2.
Kind of combination of maybe a little smaller, but also I think we're seeing more aggressiveness at the plate.
Tight game, late innings.
Everybody looking to make a big play.
The 2-2. Chop back to the mound. That's going to get by the pitcher. Shortstop coming on. Can't make the play. And Jacobs is going to be safe.
Yeah, I think that went off the tip of the glove there for Staub and went to the shortstop, Roper, who made a nice play on it, but was unable to get it to first. And we have the first base runner here of the inning here, and a runner coming in now for the pinch hitter.
Dom DeLucia will run at first base. We're going to have a pitching change here for the Scotties as well.
So Scott's going to stay in. He's going to go to the field. And
so DeLucia will run at first base for the Rams.
I want to say that's number 2. It looks like number 2. I'm thinking maybe 7.
Haven't quite seen him turn his back to us yet to get a number. So he'll go through his warm-up
21.
toss. Okay, 21 is Anthony Roper.
Anthony Roper, okay. I had a 2 in there.
And I didn't have a 2 on the roster, so I was waiting to put it all together.
Yeah, there you go.
Because it could have been, well, that might have been the only option.
Yeah.
Well, we actually have 2 21s on the roster.
I'm pretty sure it's Shane. I mean, I'm pretty sure, yeah. It was, hang on. Yes. Shane
Yeah,
Roper.
the first baseman is Shane Roper. That's the senior Shane Roper.
Yep.
Went from first to the mound. So runner at first base is Dom DeLucia. That pitch is a strike. It's 0-1. Checks the runner at first base. Outside at low, even up at 1-1.
And Tyler Staub moves to first base. Just a position switch between the two.
So 1-1 the count on J.D. Alize, who is 0 for 3. Shows bunt. Bunt missed at it. Now 1-2. So 1-2 the count on a J.D. Azale, the senior. Toss to first. Runner just a couple of steps off the bag. Azale, ground ball to the first baseman. He will go to second for the putout.
Nice
the
play.
Lead runner.
Nice play there by Tyler Staub. Getting the ball, spinning, looking at second base, recognizing he has plenty of time, threw a strike, gets the out, gets the lead runner, and puts the fielder's choice with the runner at first base now.
So Azale reaches on the fielder's choice. Laurie shows bunt. Runner breaks for second. The throw gets into center field. And Azale has the stolen base.
Yeah, big stolen base there.
Puts the tying run in scoring position.
Wasted no time there as they ran right away. Now we're going to have another meeting here just to get on the same page here with the signs with a runner at second base.
So 1 out, tying run at second base. Here in the top of the 7th inning. Union leading Rochester 3-2. Pitch missing outside, and count on Laurie. It's even up at 1-1. Checks the runner. Outside, nice backhand throw behind the runner. He'll dive back into the bag. Azalea. Two balls, one strike. Sal Laurie. Roper checks second to the plate. Outside, now 3-1. Getting to the middle of this order for the Rams. Lyons, Blair, and Scher due up next. (3-1). That's on the outside corner for a called strike. The count now full at 3-2.
This is where, if you're a Roper, you just got to concentrate on the batter. Keep the eye on the runner, but the out is at home plate.
Now time called.
It's a good time to get a timeout there by the batter. Just step out, get your thoughts ready, and maybe disrupt the pitcher's timing just a little bit.
Roper checks second to the plate, 3-2. Bouncing ball to the second baseman. He'll go to first for the out. Now look the runner back to third.
Big out there. That's the second out of the inning here for the Union Scotties. Now the tying run at third base with 2 outs. Got to watch any ball in the home plate ground area here, in the pellets, into the ground, into the artificial turf, and and watch the ball with that runner. We've already seen one runner score for the Rams that way in the previous inning.
First pitch to Lyons is a called strike. It's 0-1.
So it puts a lot of pressure on the catcher here to make sure the ball stays in front of him.
Lyons struck out, grounded out, reaching and on air and score. That pitch is popped up. Just in foul territory, giving way to the shortstop, and this game is over. In the inning for the Rams, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Final score here tonight, it is Union 3 and Rochester 2. We'll come back and wrap it up after this on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
In workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wage loss. They're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
When a team needs to discuss their next move in a big game, Coach calls a timeout. When you need to discuss your next move after your latest life endeavor, let Ponce's Insurance be your coach. At Ponce's Insurance, how we serve you is as important as the insurance we provide. Protecting those you love, the business you built, and the things you've earned. That's our job. At Ponce's Insurance online at poncesinsurance.com.
Has your child's early education slowed down or even paused due to the pandemic? This is crucial time you can't get back. LCAP can keep your little learner on track for success. We have options for working and non-working parents with in-person childcare and age-appropriate virtual learning to keep them busy and engaged. Parents, don't hit pause on early learning. Lawrence County Community Action Partnership can jumpstart their future. Learn more at lcap.org.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapies necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between, let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Well, the Union Scotties advanced to the WPIAL Class 1A Championship to be played at Wild Things Park on either May 31st or June 1st. They await the winner of the matchup between one seed Eden Christian Academy and Our Lady of Sacred Heart going on as we speak. And a nice win for the Scotties, 3-2. And now time to name our play and a player of the game. Where would you like to begin, sir?
Well, let's start with the Maley Chiropractic play of the game. And that is going to go to number 6, Brennan Porter, the second baseman, who made a couple nice plays in the game. And the one that you were talking about was when he raced in and made a nice field and threw it to first, correct?
Yeah, he had to come in. The ball went over the head of the pitcher, came in on the run, made the glove side play, then had to transfer to the throwing hand to make the play, then followed up with a nice line drive catch that ended that inning.
So our Maley Chiropractic play of the game award goes to Brennan Porter. Today's award, Maley Chiropractic and Lawrence County SportsNet are proud to honor Brennan for tonight's play of the game, and he will receive a customized T-shirt from Maley Chiropractic recognition of tonight's play of the game. Video of today's play of the game will be featured on the TribLive High School Sports Network standout platform on Twitter and Instagram. To view the Maley Chiropractic play of the game, visit a full list of this season's top plays. Go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on play of the game. Congratulations to Brennan Porter of Union for today's Maley Chiropractic play of the game. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
So I guess it's now time to move on to our player of the game. And when that comes from the middle of the order, Tim, you know you're getting things accomplished offensively.
Yeah, your 3, 4, 5 hitters are so important. And Mike Gunn came through. He played a great center field for the Union Scotties here today, but he came through with some big base hits and an RBI to get the scoring started in the third inning where they put up a 3 spot.
Now for the game, the center fielder Mike Gunn, 2 for 3, pair of singles, run scored, a run driven in, and a stolen base. As I said earlier, he filled up the box score.
So the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership is proud to present the Player of the Game award to Mike Gunn of Union. The LCAP in the Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Mike Gunn for tonight's Player of the Game and will receive a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being named tonight's Player of the Game. To view a few lists of this year's Player of the Game, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on Player of the Game. Congratulations to Mike Gunn, the center fielder for the Union Scotties, on being named tonight's LCAP Player of the Game. LCAP, changing lives.
And a big win for the Scotties here this evening, now taking the season series from Rochester 2-1.
Yeah, and the most important one in the WPIAL championship tourney. As they mentioned, they get to go now and have an opportunity to bring some trophies home. As we like to say, the County of Champions showing why they are, as the Union Scotties will play for a championship.
That is going to do it for us here from Mike Kirkwood Field here at Neshannock. For our fantastic production crew and camera operators who operate behind the scenes, for my partner Tim Continenza. One final time here today. It is Union 3 and Rochester 2. Thank you for joining us on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.